Hi everyone, so if you're watching this video, I hope that means you're interested in running for Mass JCL Parliamentarian. My name is Karina Layfield and I'm your current 2017-2018 parliamentarian. My favorite part of being a Mass JCL officer has been that I've gotten to meet a lot of people from around the state and country that I wouldn't have otherwise met. I really like meeting other JCLers because JCLers are really interesting people and it's been great talking to you guys this year. The parliamentarian is responsible for creating any amendments to the Mass JCL Constitution that are necessary. So if you see something in our Constitution that seems outdated, or if you have an idea for an amendment that's something Mass JCL doesn't do but you think we should do, you propose an amendment to the Constitution, and at the amendments meeting you discuss it with the board, and if it passes, it moves on to the state convention where you run the amendments meeting. The parliamentarian is also responsible for encouraging people to run for office. Part of how I've been doing this is by creating these videos. You're supposed to distribute candidacy forms, collect them, organize elections at states. Another thing that the parliamentarian does is at nationals you're supposed to run the voting fellowship and also attend the nominations committee meeting, candidates open forum, the constitutional amendments meeting, and meet the candidates. So the parliamentarian is someone who needs to be very organized, especially on things like Google Drive. You need to be able to manage a lot of documents at once, such as the candidacy verification forms. The parliamentarian also needs to be super familiar with our Constitution because you're supposed to make sure that it's applied in situations and that we don't somehow break the Constitution. A prepared candidate for parliamentarian should have read the Constitution probably more than once because you need to be able to be familiar with it to the point where if someone asks you a question at states, such as during open forum, that you'd be able to answer it confidently. If you're running for parliamentarian at states, come up with a couple of amendment ideas. This isn't necessary, but it also shows that you know the Constitution well and that you have ideas. If you have any other ideas for the future, like encouraging people to run, I would suggest talking about those at states. Like, I'm making these videos. I hope they're working, but if you have another idea, feel free to just share that with people. So one thing I struggled with this year as parliamentarian is one of the amendments that we're discussing at the constitutional amendments meeting was originally pretty complicated, and it required a lot of collaboration with my fellow officers and the state chairs to get the wording right. And that's the amendment that we're talking about, adding a option to make an officer a temporary officer in the event that someone resigns like halfway through their term or something like that. So that was an amendment that was sort of challenging to figure out and get the wording right, but I worked really hard on it and eventually found something that I think everybody liked. So an important thing to take from that is that you have to be willing to work at something for a while, tweak it a bunch of times to get it just right. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that you're considering running for parliamentarian. If you are running for parliamentarian or any Mass JCL office for that matter, make sure you submit your candidacy form to me by the April 2nd deadline. I'll put a link to it in the description. You can email it to me at parliamentarian@massjcl.org. If you're running for any office, I wish you the best of luck in your campaign and I hope that you're elected. If you're a parliamentarian for your chapter, make sure you also enter the first ever Constitution contest, in which you just email me a link to your Constitution, again at parliamentarian@massjcl.org. Read it, give you feedback on it, email it back to you, and your chapter will get a participation point for the state trophy contest. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Did you start it?
Yeah, that was the...
Oh, okay. It's been really nice getting to know more JCLers because I think... Jonah, would you stop laughing? Thanks for watching this video. If you... What? Don't forget to submit your candidacy forms to me by April 2nd. That can be found on the Mass JCL website. I'll also put a link to it in the video info thing. Would you stop it, please? To those still watching, that's my annoying brother with his lightsaber. It's pretty cool, but it's not cool right now. Okay, can you stop? Can I just finish filming?
Yeah.